What's up everyone, this is ScherBR talking, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video we'll be doing some strategies for Cave of Weapon, Armor and Gear Holy Stones. This event is back, it's been a lot of time since it was available and it's very old right now. Look on the status cap, it's 1270s, well actually 1280s, and in the story mode we have 1460, meaning that this is very old. Most people will want to farm here and just get what they want and drop out, because you are not getting the good status here anymore. So let's talk about the Cave of Weapon Holy Stones. Fast strategy as possible. I don't recommend you going for the hidden passage stage, since here we have enemies with a lot of HP. There's also enemies with heat, an element that's not so easy to cover, and you have to bring at least 3 styles. There won't be that much difference, so I suggest you farm the Cave of Weapon Holy Stones blunt. This if you want Weapon Holy Stones. So it's also worth to say that running Cave of Weapon Holy Stones is probably the best way for newcomers. Why? Let me explain something. Here you'll find many different Holy Stones. Let me show you by going on my equipment. Different characters will need different Weapon Holy Stones. Like Red will use a martial arts or a full HP one, as you can see here. I have a guide on this, I will be posting the link here. And there are plenty of different ones. I have full HP, I have every type of element, I also have every type of weapon, because it may be better than other stones in different situations. But when you're talking about equipment, you will always want an abate all stone. See, I have abate all in all my armors, and I have another abate all in all my gears. Meaning that you only need one type for armor and one type for gear. Well, when you run any type of cave, you find a lot of drops. One of them is the random Holy Stone drop. You have a chance of this dropping. And then you have also these precious stones that you can use for shop. You can purchase some stuff here. And the shards of the specific cave, this one drops the red ones for weapons. So you get the Holy Stones by drop, and you upgrade them with the shards without having to use the last drop, the pickaxes. With this pickaxes you should be running the armor or gear Holy Caves by this one here, Holy Stone Excavation Spree. You will get plenty of drops, and you need the abate all. It's a very rare drop, and that's why I suggest you using pickaxe for this. With that explained, let's start running the stages, and starting with this one. The formation that I'm using is Amazon Raid X. I have Red in the front, I also have his Hummingbird on 4 BP, and I have a Summer Elizabeth in the back. She is used as she is. Okay, so the first enemy has plenty of HP. Red, being on the front of the Amazon Raid X, will guarantee that he will go first. Also, I had Silver here in the back, I don't know why, but don't mind about it. I don't need her damage. I'm probably getting some status with her. She's a trainee. So the good thing is that we used Dual Hammer on the second wave, and in the last wave is the combination of both Red and Elizabeth AoE. Punching Fist, and the other one is White Hammer. Very easy and very fast. The second strategy, we can bring someone like Forneus or some other blunt attacker that can do 3 times for AoE, and I will do the same with Azami. She will just open with Little Witches and then use Hail of Candy on turn 2 and 3. Azami opens with Little Witches. It's not strong enough, but it's okay, we knew that. And Forneus just killed the first wave. On the second wave, Forneus won't have enough PP to use an AoE attack. Instead, he will just use this single target one, and that is actually good, since it's strong enough to kill, or almost strong enough. Almost strong enough. One of our trainees will have to help a little. And then, the last wave, we have Hail of Candy and Spinning Trample together, killing the enemies. It's good because I have to train skill number 1 from Forneus and skill number 1 for Azami as well. Another strategy is using Deadly Pierce Axe formation, and the good thing about this is that now you can decide which of your gunners will go first. You can simply get Emilia on the top so that we know that she will use Ricochet Parade, killing the first wave, and then having Rufus in the middle will allow him to not go first, so he uses Gun and Blade on the second wave and Submachine Gun on the third, and that works. If you don't have this version of Emilia, you can use the Global X1 and inherit the other AoE attack from the Bride version. You see, Emilia always go first when you do this. He even kills with the first hit. And then on the last wave, we just have Submachine Gun and Total Shot together. And that is good enough. Last formation is Albert as an instant killer. He will kill wave 1 and wave 2. He will need help with last wave. What we are doing here is to bring Leon, yes, in the agility position for Rainbow Rangers, because he has delay. He will use Imperial Glory on the last wave, allowing you to finish without having to rely on anyone else. That is good enough, and many people can replicate this, especially recent players. Now, the funny thing is, if you don't have Leon, you can also bring Mirza, because Mirza will help kill the other enemy that is not instant killable. But all the other ones are instant killable here. Wave 1, then wave 2. There's only one enemy that cannot be instant killed. And that enemy just died to Leon or Mirza. Leon will attack before the enemy, so if you like that. As you can see, very fast as well. Okay, next turn. Okay, next one we do Armor Holy Stones. There is the Hidden Passage stage, the last one. Here we have enemies weak to Sun, and they are very, very weak to Sun. There are plenty of combinations that work here. One of them is to bring Final Emperor and Albert together. They will work. This is not the latest Albert. This is the Reward of the Trials, because this one will only attack on turn 2 and beyond. And we have to increase skill number 3 to 16. And it's the Amazon Raid X formation with Emperor in the front line. Okay, so here the imps have very low HP, but we have to use Imperial's Word since Emperor is in the front and we don't want to break his AoE cycle. Now Sunflash and Victor Blade together. Last wave is just the same thing again. Easy to replicate and very fast. So this strategy is very similar to the past one. We are using Amazon Raid X, but UDX, Matriarch, and Leon together. Matriarch being on the front of Amazon Raid X will give her a very high priority. The other guy just had a fast attack. And then on turn 2, Leon will clear by use of Imperial Glory. On the third wave, it's Matriarch again. She can do 2 very powerful AoEs in a 3-turn cycle, and that's why she's so powerful. At least this is fast and you can bring 3 trainees. Not that you can get too much from this type of stage, but still fast enough. Going now for the Gear Holy Stones cave, we will use a blunt damage because the enemies here are with 2 blunt. This Mantid has a lot of HP, and then we have these Orenos. They cannot be instant killed, so there's a problem here. You just have to bring some very good damage. Well, the good thing is that you can bring 2 very powerful martial artists that many people will have now. Scattered is the formation that increases their agility and also martial arts damage. We have Red, just as he is, just increase Hummingbird to 4, and Coppelia, just as she is, don't need to change anything. Okay, the Mantid has a lot of HP, but any of these 2 can kill it. The good thing is that it does not matter which one goes first, here or second. It will always work out in the end. Then it's only 2 styles attacking. You can bring 3 trainees, and not that they will be getting too much status, but still, you can use past styles just fine. At least for HP. Second wave, you see, was the second punishing combo. Now we have Mirage Kick and Punishing Fist together. They are enough to kill them. And the other one is one that still works pretty fine, and that is bringing Rainbow Rangers with Red and Rufus. The same thing here applies. You want to increase Hummingbird to 4 BP so the Red does not use that attack on the second wave. And it's time for Rufus to kill these 2 enemies, and he can, simply because he's just so strong that he ignores weaknesses of enemies. We have Rufus, that is. And on the last wave, it's just Submachine Gun together with Punishing Fist, making up for the damage that you are missing. See, I think Submachine Gun is very high damage. It's strange that Rufus is attacking after the enemies, but it still works. Okay, now if you don't have Rufus, no worries, you can bring Global Exclusive Emilia. She will just help by clearing the second wave by herself and helping out with the last one. Also, I tried to use Coppelia here, she was failing sometimes, and she has just a little small damage when compared to Red. And then, if you are missing out damage here, you can bring some buffers, like Joe increases 5%, Top Hat Creator also 5%, Leon adds 10%, Second Fuse is 10%, and also Summer Elizabeth 10%. The good thing about Emilia is that she clears the last wave with her line attack. Okay guys, this is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you don't have it, and I hope this can help you do some fast farming. This event lasts for a whole month, so you can take your time. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye.